fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the USL Championship on ESPN+. It's Las Vegas Lights FC and the Portland Timbers 2 on a hot desert night at Cashman Field. Good evening and welcome everybody. Alongside George DeMatteis, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us here for Light Soccer on ESPN+ and my LVTV. George, Lights back at home after a 3-game road trip. Now just 5 points out of the playoff positions, but 3 points a must tonight.
Absolutely. If they want to get into the playoffs, which I'm sure Eric Winaldo wants to get Vegas into the playoffs, they have to win this game. The playoff push has to start now for Las Vegas Lights. They have a very good home record. They pick up 3 points against Portland. That could be the spark that they need to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, just 1 point from those last 3 away from home. But the home form has been superb. We've got a +15 goal differential at Cashman.
Oh, they're unbeatable at home. Only 1 loss this season. They're averaging just over 2 goals a game. They're conceding less than a goal per game. They are fantastic in front of this crowd at Cashman Field. And if they can get the 3 points here, as I mentioned before, that'll spark the playoff push. And it's good for Vegas to be home since they've been on the road the last 3 matches.
6 months ago, the captain, Brian De La Fuente, tore his ACL in the preseason. Tonight, the Lights' spiritual leader returns to the 18.
And I think at a good time, too. As I mentioned, they want to make that playoff push. So psychologically, they need someone, a team leader, to be that spark, to give these players the motivation, to give them that energy. And I think Brian De La Fuente does that for Las Vegas. Great timing for him to come back, and hopefully he'll get on the pitch and make a difference for Vegas and get the 3 points.
And what a moment that will be. Meanwhile, T2 has been paced by the rookie Ryan Sierakowski.
Yeah, and for Portland to get into a playoff spot, they need someone to score goals, and Sierakowski, if he can continue his great goal-scoring form, 3 goals in his last 5 games, that'll help Portland get into a fantastic position in the playoffs. And he's been scoring not just regular goals, but some absolute golazos, as they say. He has been brilliant. He has to continue this run of form for Portland, especially against this Vegas team which is very difficult and strong at home.
Portland won the first meeting of the season 3-1 back in March. That was in the Pacific Northwest. Tonight they're up against the Desert Heat and the Cashman Mystique. Timbers 2, Lights FC, Zappo starting lineups and kickoff coming up next.
At ABC Hyundai, the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance Event is on now. Get epic savings, like $6,500 in savings when you lease the beautiful new 2019 Sonata SE for just $179 a month for 36 months. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
High-energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
Let the experts at Select Physical Therapy get you back to an active lifestyle. Our comprehensive programs deliver the highest level of physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health rehabilitation. Our highly skilled therapists develop individualized treatment plans to exceed your expectations. So don't live in pain. To request an appointment today, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
At ABC Hyundai, the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance Event is on now. Get epic savings like over $5 grand in savings when you lease the impressive new 2019 Tucson SE for just $179 a month for 36 months. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
It is the 4th all-time meeting between Las Vegas Lights FC and Portland Timbers 2 tonight at Cashman Field as the teams take the field. 15th place versus 10th in the West tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. Brought to you by Zappos. Visit zappos.com/soccer. First, for Lights FC, 3 changes.
Yeah, they've made 3 changes as Dejan Jakovic is out and Jonathan Levine moves into the midfield. They go back to a 4-man back line with Garcia Lopez, Robinson, Torres, and Torres there. Sandoval sent off in the match against Orange County, so Tabor Preston comes in for him, and then Edwin Rivas is out, and Irvin Parra, who is the leading goal scorer on the team, gets into the starting 11 for Eric Winalda's side.
Again, De La Fuente on the bench tonight. Expect to see him in the second half. Portland Timbers, too. Well, Cameron knows about as good a first-choice lineup as you could get tonight.
Yeah, he's coming out. Looks like a 4-1-4-1. Very aggressive attacking lineup for Portland, so we'll see how that plays out. Max Orange still is out. That means Tard Wharton is in the back line, and then Eric Williamson in the midfield. And then Giovanni Calixto is out, and Dairon Asprilla is into the starting 11. Asprilla, the team leader for Portland with 7 goals this season. So he is a target man that the defensive Las Vegas will have to be watching out for.
2 of those goals came against Las Vegas Lights FC earlier this season. Rosendo Mendoza is our referee. He signals the start. It is game on in Las Vegas. Lights FC in the home black uniforms with the blue and yellow piping, and immediately we'll get into the attack. Left back Jaban Torre. Timbers in white defending in front of the support, which is going to be tremendous tonight. Smoke's already flying.
And for Portland, they have to make sure they don't give up a goal early here for Portland. But if you're Vegas, these first 5-10 minutes, you want to be as aggressive in attack as possible, get a couple goals, get that crowd even more energetic and more hyped so that they are giving you that boost you need to go forward.
The throw from Parra into the 18 and right to the keeper, Aljaz Ivicic, making his 9th start of the season tonight and in front of a very hostile environment.
Ivicic is going to be busy tonight because Vegas, they're going to come out all in attack. They're going to have a lot of the possession, a lot of shots. So Ivicic is going to be very, very busy tonight.
Levine dropping into the corner. And working it ahead. 2 big center backs to contend with tonight. The offside flag was up. Wharton and Dispay, 6'6'4", there in the center back. So you're going to just try to hope to cross those balls in. Yeah, it's maybe futile when you got guys who just take it out of the air with their head.
Vegas have the players to keep the ball on the ground. Between Parra, Villarreal, they have, and Preston, they have players that they don't need to cross. They can play it on the ground, slick football, 1-2, touch passing, movement into space, break down those center backs of Portland.
Caleb Kiner going to start at right back again in the 88 jersey. Good story there, the youngest Timbers Academy player ever to start a match. Did so against New Mexico. He's 16 years old, 10 months and 18 days, and here getting the start against Las Vegas. Does have an assist coming up from that right back spot. Robinson, a couple of weeks ago, was on the USL Team of the Week. Talk about your rookie seasons. It's been solid. It'll be a throw-in for Las Vegas.
I've been very impressed with Gabe Robinson in that center back position for Las Vegas. His defending in the air is excellent.
Coming back is Zelaya, who we didn't talk much about in the open, making his 2nd start. On loan from LAFC, and if you've ever followed CONCACAF, you know of his exploits with El Salvador. 21 goals in 44 appearances. That's second only to Raul Diaz Arce, MLS legend.
And for Vegas, he's going to be very critical, finishing the chances, but also occupying defenders so that Parra and Villarreal and Preston can get in some space as well and create opportunities. So he's going to be crucial in this matchup.
Zelaya won't get the opportunity there. 4th minute. Tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Findlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car.
Well, for Vegas, it's getting Fito Zelaya some service, getting him involved in the game early, getting him touches so he can get the attack moving and also test the goalkeeper Ivicic early on in this matchup or throughout the game. So I think getting Zelaya service, getting him into the game with a lot of touches involved is going to be very important. And we mentioned it, Jeff. Vegas is so good at home, especially when it comes to scoring goals, that great goal differential, that Portland, they're going to have to be disciplined defensively, make sure they don't give up any spaces and mark everybody tightly when Vegas are on the attack. If they do that, they'll have a chance of slowing down Las Vegas. But if they don't, Vegas can score 3 or 4 goals easily.
It is an environment like any other fast, fun soccer party. Well, UMC is the official hospital of the Lights. Tonight's health report shows that Moby Fair, the defensive midfielder, is still out. And for T2, Nico De Vera and Brian Hurtado, the striker with 5 goals, unavailable.
That depth for T2 is crucial, especially since they want to make that playoff push. So no Hurtado certainly hinders their attack.
Whistled into the box. And all the way to the corner, it's chased down. And it will be Portland earning its first corner of the match here in minute 6.
Asprilla with some slick footwork there to get off of Parra in the corner kick.
Daron likely the fastest man on the field tonight, the Colombian. Who had his big moments with the MLS club over the years too. 7 goals this season. This one whistled all the way across, headed on frame, tipped over the bar and cleared out by Levine. Olsen got a hand to it, and now it's Lights FC looking to break out. Villarreal bends the ball in behind, and not going to find Zelaya that time.
What a great save by Thomas Olsen, though. Couple of headers, very tricky. He was able to elevate, quick reflexes, great save for Thomas Olsen. And Vegas on the counter. They tried to bend it in for Zelaya. Didn't quite work there, but still encouraging. And they had 3 players on that left side, so a little bit more patience. They had that numerical advantage down the left side of the attack on the counter. It could have worked out even better for Vegas instead of trying to play it long for Zelaya, but still, escape thanks to Thomas Olsen.
Timbers too, spending some energy here in the early going. It was 100 degrees at kickoff, by the way. Coming from the very temperate climate of Portland.
Yeah.
See how that works out for them as the night rolls on. Let's take a look back at the save from Tommy Olsen.
Service in by Williamson. And it takes a deflection. I think Asprilla has the header, the initial header, and it deflects off the head of Torres, it looks like. And Olsen does very well to keep it out.
There was a contest this week, if you want to call it that, but on Twitter they were asked to vote for Tommy K. Olsen's jersey name, and the vote was overwhelmingly in favor of TKO. So if you look at the back of the keeper's jersey tonight, going with a little more flair. The man with 8 shutouts this season, tied for 5th in the league, is Smith, slow to get up for Portland Timbers too.
TKO, I like that. And Vegas is a big boxing town, so it makes sense.
Smith, by the way, who you see down, teammates with Javin Torre at UCLA. Smith on yellow card accumulation warning tonight. He picks up one, he'll miss the next match. Dangerous free kick upcoming here.
The set piece defending has to be a little bit better for Vegas early on here. A couple of Portland players, T2 players have been open.
Restart, whipped in. It was Kevin Garcia Lopez to touch on the ball, but Timbers 2 will continue to knock it on frame. Another big save from TKO. And it's Las Vegas on their home field, weathering a bit of a storm here in the early going.
Well, Todd Wharton completely unmarked, wide open. Great shot on target, and Olsen with the huge save.
Lifted all the way across. Zelaya waiting at the top of the 18, trying to squeak that one through. Mara was making the run, and now open soccer here to start as Cristiano Ojeda initiates things now on the left side. As Asprilla Pushed off the ball. Coming away is Preston. Nifty little move there. Crosses halfway. And cannot slip it ahead to Zelaya.
But Vegas is getting close. They are getting close. Zelaya, he's just teetering in between those two center backs, staying onside and waiting for the service. Just hasn't worked out yet, but it's there. You can see Preston winning the ball, and Zelaya was right there in between those two center backs. He just couldn't get that pass accurate enough. But Zelaya just kind of figuring out the spaces there, kind of feeling, making sure he knows where to stand, filling out those spaces. And if Vegas continue to get those opportunities, you figure once or twice, Zelaya is going to get in behind that defense.
10 minutes gone here at Cashman. Zelaya coming all the way out is Ivacic. A roll out of play. You can see the supporter section jacked. The Lucy Fuerza and the Electric Company. Big contingent made the trip out to Orange County last week, by the way, and were very vocal. Support has been stellar as usual.
And this is becoming a massive, well, not becoming, it is a massive home field advantage. When you lose only one game at home all season, it's a massive home field advantage for sure. And they just have to keep it going. If they can keep that going, that could be enough to get them into the playoffs.
Vermeer cooling things down. Where you're not going to see his number called that much in a match when he's doing his job. And this week, Eric Winalda really raving about the loanee from Nashville SC. Dutchman making his home debut tonight along with Fito Zelaya.
Portland is putting some pressure on the midfield here. They're pressing a little bit here. They're not sitting back when they lose the ball and dropping back into that common 4-4-2 block defensively that we see a lot of teams do. When they lose the ball, they're putting some pressure on the midfielders and the players bringing the ball up for Las Vegas, and it's disrupting the attack a little bit, disrupting their flow going forward.
Cameron Knowles working out instructions, the second-year coach. 36-year-old out of Auckland, New Zealand, who's been with the Timbers organization since John Spencer was the head coach. Been there since 2012. Their center back as a player, played with the Timbers 2007 to 2010. Work it left, Smith. Pushing it all the way across in a dangerous spot. There's Torres scrambling to clear, now falls inside the area again, and that one was sliced off the fairway.
This all started with Eric Williamson, played a great ball out wide to the left to Nathan Smith. It was unmarked, and he was able to cause problems, get that back line and the defense of Vegas disorganized.
Down for Lights FC appears to be Salvatore, and saying, I took an elbow to the kisser.
I think Langdorf got him. Elbow.
Check the sinuses, check the chiclets.
Yep. Need those teeth.
Good.
Pizza does not.
Bench tonight.
Yeah, pizza does not taste good through a straw, I can tell you that.
You sound like you know that from experience.
Well, I created a player on a video game, and that's how but that's a long story. Yeah. But it's good to see that he's
I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
Here are the first 15. Action slowing down as the trainer's out. Yep, gonna plug the nose. So definitely had some contact. And Eric Winalda uses his time to coach the boys up.
Torres is a versatile defender for Vegas, so it's good to see that he's back in the game. Playing on wide, seen him a couple times in the middle as well, so very valuable player for Las Vegas in defense.
Here's Levine, who this week took some ribbing on Twitter and social media in general, as it was asked which player on the roster was most into his appearance. And apparently he has a fine line of hair care products in the dressing room to keep that hair finely textured.
That Samurai Man bun is looking pretty smooth, yeah.
Almost without exception, they named it. He was the vain one.
Seems like a unanimous decision there, yeah.
Hey. Has all the nail, the nail clippers and treatments. Ooh, Parra keeps it going. Villarreal and will not be able to get on the end. Good work there by Dispe. Eric Winalda here in his first season in charge, changing the culture a little bit. After that first season was successful off the field, but not on. Former U.S. international.
One thing he's done is he's made Cashman Field a fortress. That's the first step. Now he's got to get the team to perform a little bit better on the road. Bye-bye.
Ooh, that one whistled in. Preston catches up here on this left side. Is it at the Villarreal? Crosses there. That would be a handball. It was not seen.
Looked like a handball to me as well.
There's no video assistant referee in USL Championship.
Some people that might be a good thing, because
England is not going too well, is it? Out of play.
The biggest issue I have with VAR is it just takes so long. It breaks up the rhythm, the flow of the game. The beauty of soccer is that it is a free-flowing, rhythmic game, and sometimes it just takes them too long to make a decision. We watch the games, we can make the decision in 20 seconds or 10 seconds, but referees, it takes longer.
Saying human error has always been a part of it.
Yep.
Foul will bring it back. Mendoza officiating things tonight. Serakowski now. Flag stays down as Kiner catches up the right back. Anguiano. Slid away by Parra, out of play.
That was actually a very good passing sequence, cutting through the midfield of Las Vegas for Portland to get Kiner out wide in that space. Started with Anguiano and then made his way to Kiner. So that midfield for Vegas has to tighten up a little bit.
Torres immediately put under pressure. Langsdorff, a lot of this attack has come up the left side. Beautiful ball finds Parra, leaves it back, edge of the area. Villarreal lays it off to Zelaya. And a foul at the edge of the box.
This started out very well. Torres with the ball down the left side. It just tightrope the sideline there. I thought it was going to go out, but it tightrope the sideline. I think it even fooled Kiner and then allowed Parra to get through. It's a great ball there down the left side to start the attack by Torres.
Lights bench was blowing on the ball to
yeah,
keep it in.
They might be, yeah. It worked. It worked.
So just outside, right at the D. Rodolfo Zelaya standing over the ball at the moment. He's had 2 practices. Came in Thursday. Did not have a practice before playing and starting last week against Orange County. So now let's see if a couple of training sessions has helped him find things with his teammates.
This is actually good angle for a right-footed player, although left-footed player could swerve it around and get it that.
It's going to be tough to get it up and down from this close.
Yeah.
You saw him move it back a couple of feet.
In the goalkeeper's position, maybe a left-footed strike would be a little bit better.
On its way right into the wall. Falls. Zelaya got a touch to it. And here's Asprilla. Not that time.
Saw what Zelaya wanted to do. The right foot. to swerve it away from the goalkeeper, Ivicic, but it went right into the wall.
Hit into the corner. Back heel, lifty move, sent all the way across by Torres, and missing the catch in the outfield, and eventually finding it is Ivicic. We're in a baseball field, but that went through the gloves.
Almost an error there by Ivicic.
EG.
Yes. Luckily for him, he was able to recover quickly enough.
Now let me correct, this is no longer a baseball facility, as the Aviators across town in that palatial new stadium. And direct, but it was right to Wharton, the captain for Timbers 2.
Yeah, I could see what Vegas is trying to do here. Lights trying to play it long for Celaya, see if he can get him one-on-one with Wharton. Celaya has an advantage on Wharton in terms of pace, quickness. But those long balls over the top haven't quite worked. Las Vegas look a lot more dangerous when they're playing the ball on the ground, moving it through the midfield, multiple people in touches.
Nothing in it. Villarreal looking to pull a string, instead pokes it right at Wharton. And you have that happen at point blank range, it does not feel good, and we'll have to stop the game to check on Todd Wharton, the UVA Cavalier.
Yeah, he caught that one in the face, it looked like.
RGV the last 3 seasons, holding things down up in Portland, but that never feels good. So we've had Torres have to check the face,
yeah.
And now it just stings, right? You get smacked with the ball that close.
And then instead of seeing stars, you're seeing slot machines.
You want to make sure you don't have to pick up your nose off of the pitch.
Exactly, yep.
Slot machines. Seeing stars.
Yeah, seeing stars instead of, you're in Vegas, you see slot machines instead of stars.
Bars instead of stars.
Exactly, yep.
Sevens.
Sevens,
and there you go.
Day 77, yeah.
So,
but
if this is to play out well for Wharton, this should be a lucky night for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
well, for him,
not so there.
Yeah, not right there, not in that instance. Yeah. He actually was a little bit out of position there because he's the center back.
High, yeah.
And he pushed up high to try to defend, and he caught one in the face there. So he got lucky in the sense that it hit his face, and that ball didn't get past him and didn't get Preston able to exploit that space he left behind. So he did get lucky there.
Wharton no worse for wear will re-enter the match at the first opportunity. 23rd minute, no score, as Eric Winalda telling us to expect a fast start. He said this week, this is a game you're going to want to watch on. If you're not here, you're going to want to watch it on TV. This is the one. You don't want to miss it. We got a team coming from Portland that's going to have to play in this 100-degree heat, and at times we're going to press them. And if the ball gets on our side, I'm going to be pretty ticked off. Well, that's happened a couple of times tonight. It's been more steady here the last 10 minutes. That one all the way across. Done well by Wharton. Bumped off the ball is Torres, and he'll concede the throw-in.
I think the heat will affect Portland in the second half. When you get to the maybe 50th, 60th minute, that's when I think the heat will start to affect them, and that may be when Vegas can really catch them and vulnerable, especially in the back.
And a whistle before the throw from Kiner. Well, we'd love to hear from you throughout the game. You can tweet at LightsFC, or at me at Jeff_Radcliffe, or at George D. Metellus. We'll use that hashtag TV Lights. We'll try to read your best tweets on the air. Kiner up the line. Torian Levine. Back to Robinson. Able to switch it.
Portland's pressing higher a little bit here.
You're trying to get an early goal and then defend.
Yep, get an early goal and then sit back, defend. Especially, we mentioned the heat playing a factor, and it could affect them, or they could really start to feel it at about the hour mark, 55th, 60th minute. So they get a goal early, sit back, relax, or not relax, but sit back and defend. That might be able to preserve their energy a little bit. So that's it. That's a strategy that could work for Cameron Mills.
If you want to be miserable, chase a game at Cashman Field against Lights FC.
Yeah.
In the heat. You'll want to die.
Yeah, and the oppositions have been dying in this stadium with the way only one loss this season. They've been fantastic at home at Cashman Field.
All the more important, though, that Las Vegas gets out in front.
Yeah.
Sooner than later. Make a big splash in more ways than one here this evening.
It's Las Vegas, especially at home.
Zerakowski lays it back as Sprio was running on. Preston uses the grip.
Zerakowski finding that little bit of space. Right middle channel. I was very lucky for Las Vegas. He wasn't able to get the shot up, or actually he squared into the middle, and then a bunch of Vegas defenders were there. They have to be aware of his runs into the penalty area.
Guiano serving as a distributor cap. On the right side now, Kiner. Both of these teams have been exclusively here on this near side.
Yeah.
Right for Timbers 2 and the left side for Las Vegas. And now we'll come back for the Lights FC. 26th minute, no score. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus, and our ESPN Plus crew. So glad to have you along on a beautiful, but let's just say balmy evening here in Vegas.
Vegas, that defense.
Preston. Ooh, little chase. And that was a little bit of squeaky bum time for Ivicic.
Goalkeepers hate those situations when you play the back pass and it's not enough weight on that back pass to get to him, so they have to rush out before the attacking player can get a touch onto it.
Most keepers would rather not play it with their feet anyway.
Absolutely.
Especially when it's coming off their teammate. Center of the park. Forward by Williamson. Native Virginian in the starting lineup for Portland along with Wharton. W connection. And drawing the foul is Villarreal. So a free kick from a ways out here, but an opportunity nonetheless from the set piece coming up.
Hard work by Vegas in the midfield to win the ball back. Put some pressure on the midfield to get the turnover in their attacking half. Set piece very important here. Let's see what creativity and imagination Las Vegas have here on this set piece. Try to get this opening goal.
Slovenian Ivicic awaits. Villarreal will approach it with the left foot. It was met by Williamson. Knocked down. Torres will let her fly. And it's into the stands. Well, 2 weeks from tonight, the $10,000 helicopter cash drop returns. Brought to you by Plaza Hotel and Casino. Text Heli to 702-728-4625. Right now, you could win a very coveted spot on the field for that. We all remember a year ago, up in the Andy, 10 grand. 2 weeks away from international history being made once more.
Nice.
Actual helicopter was here at the stadium earlier today. As fans entered the stadium, got a chance to get a close look at the chopper. And bent through. Handled by TKO as he had a dive to the right just to make sure.
It's actually a very good effort there by Asprilla, and an even better save by TKO, considering the distance from that shot, and then also the fact there were a couple of bodies there, so he didn't probably see it as cleanly as he would like, but he saw it well enough, got down and made a comfortable save, kept it in bounds too, so that there wasn't a corner kick. So well done by Olsen on that tricky shot there by Asprilla.
Asprilla, product of the famed Nacional, Atletico Nacional program in Colombia. Making his way to Major League Soccer.
Asprilla, last name in Colombian football, is very historic. Faustino Asprilla.
Up there like Valderrama.
Yep.
Or Higuita.
Higuita, Valderrama.
Scorpion kick.
Oh my goodness.
Higuita, right?
That still might be the coolest thing I've ever seen on a soccer pitch. Scorpion kick save.
It always seemed it was like unnecessary.
Yeah.
It was just for flash. That's so Colombian.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a hydration break here at the half-hour mark. Because again, as we mentioned, temperatures here in Vegas soaring over 105 earlier today. Take on water, Sarakowski and company holding strong here in the early going.
There's a reason why they call Rene Higuita El Loco.
Yep.
Because the man was crazy. He did some stuff like that.
Speaking of hydration,
Yes.
we already talked about the $10,000 cash drop. Tonight, going for the record largest water balloon fight at halftime.
Oh, somebody.
So fans will be on the field. And they'll water the grass.
Oh, okay.
I said earlier this week, the grounds crew is going to love this. They don't have to turn the sprinklers on.
Yeah.
So we will have live play-by-play of the world's largest water balloon fight as the summer of soccer comes to an end tonight. We look ahead to the fall.
Oh, somebody's getting a concussion in that fight for sure. Somebody's getting. The EMTs better be ready. Somebody's going to throw a water balloon. It's not going to break. And they're going to get popped in the head.
Just like Wharton.
Yep.
If you weren't lucky enough to get one of the swimming pools, this is your chance to get wet and wild.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
2 games in 1 for you tonight here on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. It's the perfect time for the parents to exact some revenge on their kids.
Yes.
You didn't take out the trash.
Hydration break complete.
I have to say, Portland, we talked about the keys to the game in defensive discipline, and for the most part, they've done that. They've been able to, they pressed a little bit higher, and they just had a tough time of getting that ball through the midfield, making that right connection of passes. It's been Olsen that's had to make the big save so far in the first half. So Portland, the game plan deployed by Cameron Knowles is working out pretty well, but they don't have a goal to show for it. And that leaves the door open for Vegas and that great attack that they have at home to come through. So
Villarreal won nicely by Williamson. Here comes Asprilla. KGL getting around the ball. This time Preston sees it go out. And the ruling will be in favor of Vegas.
I think if Parra and Preston get more touches, it's in Villarreal. I know he's dropping back a little bit deeper to help out in the midfield, be that connector between the midfield and the attack. But I think they need to play the ball a little wide more often with Preston on the right and Parra on the left. If they do that, stretch out that Portland defense, gives more room in the middle for Villarreal, and they can get that service to Celaya that can score a goal.
Garcia Lopez switch it back. Torres. Pass to Torres. At halfway, Parra comes back to collect in between 3 defenders and continues the run. Parra got away from him just a bit.
That's unfortunate because that was some smooth skill there by Ibrahim Parra to hold the possession.
It's a run for Sarakowski. 1-on-1 against Torres. That one right along the line and put out for a corner. Fans of Fall Family 4-pack is the best offer ever for Lights fans. Get 4 tickets and a youth jersey for just $44. Visit lightsfc.com/family.
It's a good cover there by Christian Torres, because Javon Torres was out of position, got caught high up the pitch. Christian Torres from a center back position floated over, and then Torres recovered to cover that near post. So good recognition there by Torres, and then good hustle back by Torres to cover the post.
Second corner of the match lifted by Williamson and had it on frame and out of play. About 10 minutes from halftime, no score. Lights FC wanted a quick start to this one. It was a quick start, really, both sides.
Yeah.
Early chances. Slowed down just a bit. And as you said in our open, 3 points really a must at this point of the season. They're coming off that 3-game road trip when they got 1 of a possible 9. You got a bunch of home games here in September. They go on the road, Lights do, at Tulsa, at Real Monarchs. And it's ahead to Para. Goes rear over tea kettle as he made contact with Ivicic. He's been a handful.
Lulled that Portland defense to sleep and then played it long, and almost winning the penalty for Las Vegas. Not much pressure being applied on the Portland players in the midfield.
Spria leaves it back. That one on the way. Sticks to the gloves of Olsen off of Ojeda. He has been put to work here in this first half.
Yeah, brilliant save again by TKO Olsen.
The 20-year-old Argentine had quite the rip there.
Yeah, he did. Ojeda, but he had some space and some time to take that shot. Las Vegas, they have to be a little more aggressive in closing down those Portland players when they have the ball in the midfield and they want to go forward in the attack. They're giving them too much space, too much time on the ball. If they continue to do that, they might concede a goal. They don't want to do that. Have to be a little bit tighter in that midfield, coming and closing down the Portland attackers.
He will try the direct ball once more. By Smith, trying to get around the edges. Preston, he's into the area, to the line. Always hit it out when he hit the deck, and it will yield a goal kick here for Portland.
It's a good first touch there by Preston, but then the second touch too heavy. He couldn't chase it down. You can see that's a matchup that they can win. That's a matchup that Vegas can win, with Preston going up against Nathan Smith out wide on that right side of the Vegas attack, the left side of the T2 defense. So that's something that they might want to consider for the rest of this half, and then going into the second half, getting Preston more touches out wide on that right side.
More attacker. Preston, second on the team with 4 goals scored, but that last one came in the El Paso match, which was back in June. So it's been a drought.
Yeah, it's been a drought for Las Vegas in terms of scoring goals. They haven't scored the last 2 games.
Looking to have their 5th straight half of scoreless soccer. There's Parra trying to do something about it. It's clipped from behind. Here come T2 crossing halfway. Ojeda. And not enough on that. Nearly got through anyway as Foster Langsdorff was lurking. Cameron Knowles, you have to like the first 38 minutes of this one.
They've looked like the team that's most likely to score. Oh, that's some sweet turn there by
Villarreal. Gets the return ball from Parra and ran it right into pressure.
And great little 1-2 there between Villarreal and Parra, but that touch a little too heavy by Villarreal, and lose the ball, but gain it back. It's there. The space is there for Vegas to exploit.
Robinson does just that coming forward. There's Zelaya out to Villarreal. Again, just running into that brick wall of a back line for Timbers too.
And I think that's why they need to be a little more versatile and play the ball out wide more often. They're getting in the middle, they're running at the defenders, they're getting that space, and then that final.
Kiner got away with it.
Yeah.
Could have done better with the service. Snuffed out easily by Christian Torres. Vermeer. Man, putting on some pressure here. Maybe going against tendency.
Yep. Work. They got the turnover deep in their attacking half.
Running up from the outside is Smith. Will circle back as Garcia Lopez was there to defend. Lights on their heels a bit, and that one wasted. Yeah. It should be an interesting halftime locker room.
Oh yeah, for sure. Vegas, the last couple of occasions they've had the ball, they've been able with Villarreal and then the turn by Celaya, they've been able to get into that back line. It's just that when they get to the penalty area, that final touch that they need, that final connection, it's not there, and then they lose the ball. But building through the midfield has been, I wouldn't say easy, but it has been a lot more comfortable than I'm sure Ronaldo was expecting, even though Portland is putting a little bit of a press. When they get the turn, they get the right spacing, they have the room to operate, get through, but just hasn't led to anything in that final half of the pitch.
Torres awaits. La Bonita is the official supermarket of Lights FC. They have the best single game price in town for every Lights home match. Visit any La Bonita supermarket for your Lights tickets. We've got 4 minutes and change from halftime. No score here at Cashman Field. And you're attacking the supporter end, you want to pay it off, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Score a goal, go celebrate them, go celebrate with them. Just makes the game more entertaining, gets the rest of the crowd into it as well.
Nice touch by Eric, still's got it.
Oh yeah.
Up the line. Sanguiano to the left side, chasing is Smith. Clovis, California native, will keep it going. Espria into the open field, right at the line, sends it to TKO, spills it a bit and goes out of play. And it'll be corner kick number 4 there for Timbers 2.
Oh, that's Anguiano out there, out wide to Smith, and then a great through ball. Espria timing his run very well into that space. But Olsen near post, shutting it down. Vegas cannot allow those free runners to go through into space for Portland.
Correction, it is corner 3. And the take is Eric Williamson, who happens to be a cousin of Queen Latifah, by the way. So that's been mentioned in a number of Portland Timbers podcasts this year. And turned over. Here's a chance building for Las Vegas as Preston turning on the Jets. Preston on that right side channel, sends it all the way across, and that's not going to get it done. He overshot Zelaya by about 10 feet.
Good counterattack there by Preston. So right before he decided, it's the right decision to go to Zelaya on the cross, but right before he does that, to slow down a little bit, get his head up there one last time, take a quick peek, and then if he played it on the ground and swerve it away from the goalkeeper, it's right there for Zelaya to finish it.
So by Ojeda, Espria on the ball once more. Diagonal on the right side. Serakowski. Kiner. It's another cross away that had some danger on it.
Portland has been pretty balanced.
They have been in the ascendancy.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the left side with Espria, down the right side with Serakowski.
Selling out was Levine. That all-important first contact. And a foul.
Yeah, well
Good work
done.
trying to get in front.
Yep.
Para doing what he does.
Yeah, absolutely. Got his body in between the ball and Sarakowski won the possession back for Vegas. Well done there.
Up high, looks like it caught a zephyr or something on the way up. Oof. Hot desert wind. Trying to turn with it. Fito. Switched. Preston has the overlap on the right if he wants to go to it. KGL inside, Parra to the back post. And it's in! Goal, Las Vegas Lights FC. And Jose Villarreal has his first of the season just before halftime.
How about the ball by Preston, and then how about the header by Parra, heading it down, and Villarreal continuing his run. He doesn't stop. He continues all the way into the penalty area and then puts it over the line into the back of the net. It's great build-up by Las Vegas. We said it throughout the first half. The space is there. The openings were there. They just needed that final connection, and they got it. There's Preston over the top. Great header down by Parra. You can see the goalkeeper's completely frozen. He can't come off his line to defend the header. It's well positioned, and then Villarreal just puts it over the line into the back of the net. And finally, that final connection that Vegas was missing, they got it there for the goal. Well done.
Tonight's goals were sponsored by the Plaza Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, the official hotel of Las Vegas Lights FC. And that will do you good going into halftime, Eric.
And how about Preston?
The wind.
Wow.
It's not the grasshoppers this time, just the confetti. We had the swarm about a month ago.
The locusts.
Yeah. Zelaya puts some skip in the step of Lights FC. There'll be 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're already through minute 1.
Still the run by
first half.
Yeah, that. I think because of the couple. Wharton took a ball to the face. I think Torres took a ball to. He got elbowed in the mouth too. So that might be where it comes from. Those 5 minutes come from.
1-0 to the good for Las Vegas Lights. And you see the fans filing in down at that Chevy Silverado with Cash riding in the back. Well, that will ring in our water balloon fight. Settle something here. Vicente Mendoza have to get an explanation.
Going back to the goal, the run by Preston at the defense. Just what, a minute earlier, he overcooked the service for Zelaya. This time, he was a little more under control, and it was perfectly placed for Parra. And then Parra, you have to give him credit. He wasn't selfish going for goal. He laid it down perfectly with the header for Villarreal.
Whatever just happened, Cameron Knowles not inclined to agree or even, of course, not like it.
I'm sure Cameron Knowles is frustrated. He saw his team in the first half, or at least in the first half leading into first half stoppage time, looked the more dangerous side in the attack. Looked like the side that would get the first goal. Vegas putting together that nice string of passes there for the opening goal and get that final connection. So he has to be frustrated with the defending on that play.
Here's Kiner. 2 minutes left in this 5 minutes of minimum. Everybody will have to come back and defend. One thing you do not want to do after you score is concede.
Yeah. They always say that a team is most vulnerable after they give up a goal, after they score a goal. So when they want to get one, they got to get one before halftime here.
Number 4 from Williamson is away. Line to the 18. Asprilla got high and put it high. And he's going to want that one back.
Absolutely. And it's like, I believe that's the second or third time that he's actually won a header off of a corner, off of a set piece service.
You got to mark him.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to find out where he is and get a body on him. not in the penalty area, outside the penalty area, and follow him around and mark him tightly, because he might score the next time he gets a free header like that.
Leading scorer on this Timbers 2 team. TKO will give it a go. Some combatants continuing to fill the lines in this water balloon fight that's coming up in minutes.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I want to see
How many times do you get to call a water balloon fight?
I think it's the first time in my career I will call a water balloon fight. Yes. Hopefully it won't be the last.
It's the same first for me as well.
Cool.
But this is Vegas.
Yeah. Gotta have fun with it. Yeah, this is a good time here in Cashman Field, and it certainly enhances the mood even more, the fact that Vegas is up 1-0.
Cash is directing a symphony over there. And we'll put it in behind again for another corner kick. So we've got to see this out. Players down inside the 6-yard area. It is Christian Torres being up off the mat.
That was a brave clearance there by Torres. Asprilla did well to get in, beat the defender, send in the service, and Torres getting down low, using his head to clear it away. Asprilla's delivery there had some smoke to it, so well done by Christian Torres.
And it's Williamson. Asprilla again had a beat on things. Did they get a touch? He did not. Went all the way through. And there's the whistle for halftime. A late first half goal from Jose Villarreal, the difference. It is 1-0 Las Vegas Lights at the half. Fireworks going off in more ways than one. They lead Portland Timbers 2 1-0. When we come back, the world's largest water balloon fight.
At ABC Hyundai, the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance Event is on now. Get epic savings like over $5 grand in savings when you lease the impressive new 2019 Tucson SE for just $179 a month for 36 months. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Let the experts at Select Physical Therapy get you back to an active lifestyle. Our comprehensive programs deliver the highest level of physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health rehabilitation. Our highly skilled therapists develop individualized treatment plans to exceed your expectations. So don't live in pain. To request an appointment today, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
All right, Bar, let's see what you got. Great, Bar. That's really using your head. You made the team.
Thanks, Coach.
Water?
I'd do anything to sell you a car.
That was hard work.
Super good. Jarritos. Super good. Que bueno son.
Professional soccer returns to Cashman Field with your Las Vegas Lights FC. Take on El Paso Locomotive FC Saturday, September 7th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss the Zappos fan tailgate before the game, or you can catch all the action on MyOVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Back at Cashman Field at the half, it is our ABC Hyundai halftime report all season long. Halftime brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. Let's take a spin around the USL Championship.
Obi charging on, curling the cross. That's excellent for
Quickly to Watson. Watson gonna take a shot. Oh my!
That is sensational for the Irishman. Plays it across.
Oh,
And finds the one for the Jets.
welcome into episode 13 of Steal Some Time. We are going to start over in the East and chat a little bit about North Carolina hosting the Pittsburgh Riverhounds this week. And I think that we can easily say that nobody saw a 5-0 outcome, at least in North Carolina's favor, coming out of week 24. But let me tell you, North Carolina stuck it to the Riverhounds, shut down that unbeaten streak that they had going. And really, I mean, they dominated play, outshot Pittsburgh 13-5, 8 shots on target as well, which is fantastic. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, didn't have a single shot on target, and I think that's obviously a major difference maker. North Carolina looked good, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, the same week Austin Duluth announces his retirement, he then goes and dedicates a 5-0 win over Pittsburgh to the Oak City supporters.
So cool.
Definitely didn't play out how I thought it would.
Right.
And I think that I speak for the vast majority of fans around the championship who just kind of looked at that and said, what the heck's going on with Pittsburgh?
Elsewhere ahead in week 25, I don't know how much longer we can talk about Phoenix, but they're giving us no other choice. They're back for another dollar beer night, and this time they're hosting Sacramento. And I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to say that this story's different. As good as Phoenix's backline has been, I think this is the biggest chance all season. This is going to money on dollar beer night, going for 15 straight wins.
Are you calling I won't make you go out.
No, I'll call that. Yeah, I think this is it.
They're gonna lose
I
or
do.
draw?
I think.
I was just gonna let you say that the win streak is snapped.
I think the win streak
She's
is
visually
snapped.
hedging right now.
Yeah,
I
see the bullets, the little beads of sweat just starting to she can feel the heat here. She feels the pressure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I think the L comes.
Let's get ready to rumble. And we are off, George. Firing away.
Man.
Oh my goodness gracious. There's a Chevy Silverado offering more ammo.
They have a rope in between them? I thought they
it's
would
like Red Rover, or send your water balloons over.
Oh, okay. I thought they would have it was just chaos on the field and they throw water balloons all over the place.
How refreshing. Oh, how about, did you see the strategy that guy had?
Oh,
he had like
shirt?
7 of them in his shirt.
Yeah.
You're asking for wet underwear.
But he's mean. He's going after the little kids. No, he has to go after kids his
man.
size.
Come on, man. You got to wet it and forget it.
Oh, man. I wish if I was a kid, I'd be like, where's my 3rd grade teacher? Because I would I would bomb my 3rd grade teacher with water balloons.
Hey, and the staff getting involved as well. And
yeah.
Pegged Ouchtown population, you, bro. Got hit right in the face.
The parents are getting involved, too?
Oh, this is your chance.
Oh yeah.
You went back to school this week and and didn't do your homework?
No, it should be illegal to wear goggles.
I know.
And a water
What a cheater.
No, this is
so
not
looking
right.
to set a world record here tonight, the world's largest
I know some
water balloon fights.
If a parent paid a lot of money for their kid to do their hair, they might be real mad right now.
Or if they had their face painted.
Yeah.
Cash is not going to smell good tonight either.
Oh, my goodness.
The cleaning bill. Got to get that cape set. Uh-oh, we may have an injury.
No, if you're on the pitch and you don't want to get wet, then you should not be on the pitch. I mean, get off the field there.
So, is it teams or is it a free-for-all here? Because I would say the team on the right is ballooning out to a big lead, because they have not gotten hit as much.
But why do they even have the ropes anymore at this point? Like, just go out there, grab a thing, and just splash somebody.
Cash, the soccer rocker, getting doused. I didn't think he would be a target, but it is apparent. And I think they're trying to get everybody off the field, as the sprinklers are not going to be needed to wet the field here.
It would have been cool if they had a slip and slide there, too.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Oh, I hope none of those kids have their cell phones
now,
on them, because you know the cell phones are going to be ruined.
Oh, yeah. We hope you left them up in the seats.
Yeah.
Now, you know there's some combatants there that have them hidden in their shirts. And take them into the stands. Go to the concession stands and say, hey, I want a hot dog, or you're going to get it.
Now, all these people had to sign waivers, right? I'm assuming.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. Because if grown people are throwing water balloons at kids, somebody's getting a concussion.
Somebody's going to come home with trench foot tonight.
Yeah. Little Antonio Brown action, like skin peeling off the bottom of the feet there.
All right, let's try to end this as we take a look at the standings in the West. The water ballooners have not made the top 18 here in the West yet. What do you see here, George, after following this West? It's been wild and woolly all season.
I mean, look at the difference between New Mexico United and El Paso, just 2 points. So who knows which one of those teams is going to reach the playoffs and which one of these teams are going to be out. I mean, New Mexico United, expansion team, that's huge that they can make it, but it is very tight for those couple of playoff spots up there, and it's going to come right down to the last game of the season. It is going to be a great ending to the Western Conference.
With 3 points tonight, Las Vegas can pull level with Orange County and Galaxy 2. Some news and notes from around the league. Phoenix rising, edging Sacramento Republic 2-1. A 15-game win streak continues.
Wow, that is unbelievable. But it's that curse of I call it the curse of the super leader. Sometimes you have the best record in the Western Conference or in the league. Doesn't always mean you're going to win the championship. So Phoenix have to play like that when it's playoff time.
Not a single table situation like you see in Europe. Midweek madness. Red Bulls 2, North Carolina FC both earned midweek wins. And it is Supporters Week. USL and Copa 90 teaming up to introduce Supporters Week August 17th through 24th. For more information, visit uslchampionship.com/supporters week. It is upon us, and so is the cleanup. It may take a while. We will hope to get back to soccer action on the ABC Hyundai halftime report when we come back. Lights up 1-0.
At ABC Hyundai, the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance Event is on now. Get epic savings, like $6,500 in savings when you lease the beautiful new 2019 Sonata SE for just $179 a month for 36 months. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
High-energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
Professional soccer returns to Cashman Field with your Las Vegas Lights FC. Take on El Paso Locomotive FC Saturday, September 7th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss the Zappos fan tailgate before the game, or you can catch all the action on MyOVTV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
Back on the ABC Hyundai halftime report all season long. Halftime is brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. Jeff Radcliffe, George DeMatteis, as we're going to tell the story here of that first half, which really Las Vegas Lights against the run of play got a goal late as we take a look at some of the highlights.
And we see that, Dairon Esprilla was crucial in this first half, especially on set pieces, winning headers. This is a great save by Olsen. Esprilla with the header, it deflects off the head of Torres, and then TKO Thomas Olsen is able to clear it away and make a save. And then another great save here just a few minutes later. This is a brilliant save by Olsen because Todd Wharton really put a strong boot, right boot into it. Might have taken a deflection as well off of Torres there, but still, big save by Olsen. And still 0-0 at this point. And then long ball over the top for Parra. Gets a head onto it, but it was Ivacic with the save. Vegas, they struggled to really build a consistent attack going forward. It looked like Portland was more likely to score the opening goal than Vegas, but Olsen, another huge save.
MVP of the first half, so no doubt.
Absolutely. This is great footwork here by Ojeda, and then Olsen coming over with a big save. And not only does he keep it out, but he holds on to it so that Vegas can regain possession. And then this is a great job here. Preston bursting through the middle. Calm, composed service to Irving Parra, who heads it down in Villarreal, beating everyone else to the ball. Great goal by Vegas right before the end of the first half to kind of steal the momentum away from Portland, take some of that air out of Portland, who were looking very dangerous in attack going forward in the first half, but couldn't convert.
Olsen had 5 saves. That allowed Las Vegas to be able to take that goal. They do have 59% of the possession, but are being outshot 5-3 on target.
Yeah, it's going to be a situation in the second half where they have to switch that around. They have to have possession, and for Preston and Parra, they have to continue to attack and get touches on the ball. We saw what happened when Preston was going forward and getting at that defense of T2. They were able to create the goal and create goal-scoring chances. They need to do more of that in the second half. Out wide play, and then work outside in instead of inside out. If they do that, I think they can get another goal, get the possession numbers to go their way, and win this match.
Timbers, too, have 5 corners to Las Vegas has 1, and on a lot of those corners, they had an open Dairo Nesprilla.
Yeah.
Well, the cleanup continues on aisle 12. Aisle Cashman at this situation. This is where the rubber hits the field.
Yeah, they are going to be playing on some busted balloons here on this on the pitch here.
Bust your bubble.
Yeah. I wonder how that's going to affect which team that will affect.
Oh, you got the leaf blowers. Oh, and the electric ones, though. With water on the field.
Yeah. No, that might take a couple weeks to clear out all the rubber from the balloons.
We promised to get you back to action. The cleaning crew getting off, so we'll have to deal with the rubber confetti tonight. I'm sure Villarreal, who had that goal, would have loved to see that action at halftime. These team players come out. What the heck is this about?
Did they give away like towels for everybody that got soaked?
Yeah. Why is the field wet?
Yeah. That's
somebody dumped the pools out.
That was fun.
We'll wait the restart here at Cashman Field, so we'll get word if a world record is in fact achieved.
Some of the parents are going, I hope the kids are tired, so they sleep in the car on the way home. Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be wet car seats on the way home, too.
Oh, my goodness. Better have leather seats.
What kid doesn't like just getting soaked?
Yeah.
Stepping in puddles, especially here in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get that opportunity very often.
That's true. And then get to hit other kids with water balloons.
Yeah.
That looked fun.
So knocked a couple of contact lenses out of the adults, too.
Oh, I saw a couple kids with glasses. I know the parents didn't pay $20 for
You're
those
supposed
glasses.
to get hit in the face if you got glasses.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny taught us that.
Bugs Bunny, though.
Rosendo Mendoza now has the official start of half number 2. Game on once more at Cashman Field. 1-0 to the good. Lights FC looking for their 8th win of the season. 7-1-4 at home, but still 45 minutes to see out against a very good Timbers team that's had its moments tonight. Right back on the attack. Timbers 2 backing off, headed back into the area. Robinson steady as she comes and launches it away. Well, he kicked that about as far as he throws it.
Yeah, that was an impressive clearance.
As opposed to impressive clearance. Clearance on any roster.
Oh, okay. English was not my goodest subject.
No, that's just my more sense of punditry. A throw for Vegas. Garcia Lopez, 26-year-old out of Torrance, California. Trying to combine with Preston. Gets a nice ball across to the penalty spot. Zelaya is there, but Dispay and Wharton, a tough tandem to beat. 50-50. Torres able to track back. We'll reset with TKO. Again, 5 saves in that first half, all of them crucial.
And if this scoreline holds up, I mean, Olsen has to be considered for man of the match.
Flag is up. And Zelaya a couple of steps ahead of everybody. Good job by the back line to trap him in the offside. Kiner. Hara coming back to do his defending. Earned the captain's armband tonight. He's to start this match. It would be interesting if number 15 gets a run out. Ryan De La Fuente went 60 minutes in a scrimmage earlier this week. Again, just 6 months after tearing an ACL in the preseason against Colorado Rapids, and now Preston down holding his right side.
With modern technology and modern medical advances, you can recover from an ACL tear in 6 months. That's amazing. Because I remember when I was younger, ACL was at least a year and a half, and now 6 months. That's
to get it strengthened. But you know, I think you give players credit too.
Yeah.
The want to get back out there. You saw, I'm sure you had a chance to see the documentary, a 2-part documentary put out by the club last week, produced by our friend Harry Ruiz. That really saw a very emotional Brian De La Fuente recounting what happened. He injured it and came back out. And we've seen that before in other ACLs. You don't think you're hurt, and you continue, and it's just not clicking right.
Right.
He eventually had to sub out. He knew immediately.
6 months of rehab, the hard work of rehab every day. I mean, that is a testament to his character, his will, his mental strength.
You see, number 15, Riz, was really the key piece in Eric Ronaldo's first roster. He was the guy that was supposed to be the designated leader, everything down, have all the ability on the field as well. Play this one through, Kiner, and offside. A little early.
That was Sarakowski there who held it up, and Kiner just bursting forward, just a little bit off on the timing, as you mentioned. Missed opportunity for Portland, and looked like they wanted to press a little bit here on the goal kick, but played long.
Tracking back is Smith. Williamson draws the foul. Give him his 10. Got to do it the referee's way.
Williamson was well involved, had a lot of influence in the first half for about the first 15-20 minutes. And then he got shot down, didn't get too much of the ball toward the end of the first half. And he looked like he could be a very good facilitator for Portland in that midfield in the first half, but he didn't get much service or get many touches after that. And I think it affected the Portland attack negatively. Took some sting out of it. So I think if Williamson can get more involved, that'll help.
Para in the mix. Getting feisty. Sarakowski has been a handful really all season for all of his opponents. Former Michigan State man who still holds the Spartans record for most career points. Had 82 of them in his stellar career. Drafted 23rd overall by the MLS club back in March. February. And now Para on the deck again. And then a bit of a standing over from Williamson. And is shown yellow for his transgression. Williamson, technically an MLS player with Portland Timbers, who, if you read the news clippings, was rumored to go to Schalke in Germany not too long ago. And that was a very Bundesliga-like challenge. Got his money's worth.
Sure did. I think the challenge and then a little bit of trash talking afterwards certainly made the decision easier for Rosendo Mendoza, the referee. How about that? Until that yellow card, we had more goals than cards. That's
unusual.
Yeah, that is unusual, yeah. You gotta like that. When you have a situation like that, it means you have a good, clean game going.
You have to like it if you're Eric Ronaldo, and that your team is third in the league in yellow cards. Have 53 of them coming in. It's not a list you want to be high in. They're also tied for first in red cards and fourth in fouls committed. So, a tough team to go up against if you're an opponent.
And they're not afraid to get stuck in, that's for sure.
Moved by Villarreal. Headed on frame all the way across the face of goal. It was Robinson at first. And then Christian Torres on the back stick.
How about that? The two center backs combining here, almost
right.
scoring a goal, yeah.
Usually one will stay back.
I wonder if Robinson purposely went across the face of the goal to try to link up with Torres there, because he won the header. Might have been better served to just actually go directly on frame himself. In the case, it was a well-worked play there by Vegas.
Lucio Lopez throws, and Villarreal goes to ground. Drawing fouls is a very underrated part of the game. You're giving yourself free kicks. You're stopping momentum.
Especially after that last set piece where they almost scored. We had the two headers on Robinson and Torres linking up.
I say draw fouls, I don't mean diving.
Right.
Legit foul, but getting into position to where that's the defender's only option as Preston earns the corner kick.
Also that play of getting that ball, getting your body in between the ball and the defender, the opposition. That's a subtle art that does lead to fouls, that does lead to maintaining of possession.
Here comes just the second corner kick of the match for Lights FC. Taken by Villarreal with the left foot. Swung in and header off target as, again, Zelaya for his first USL goal.
There has to be something with this side of the field here, because in the first half, Portland had some good chances.
Yeah,
and now
you're near the bench, right? You want to impress the coaching staff.
I guess so, yeah. Because this side of the field now, Vegas is having some great chances there.
Ooh. Play continues. NGL thankfully back up, and now Timbers player down, and a quick restart as Espria will send that one to Summerlin.
Ojeda, he's wearing the number 80. Looks like he's moved in to the more central role. Yeah, Espria out on the left. Langsdorff is up top, so it's moved. We thought would be a 4-4-2 has morphed into a 4-2-3-1 for Portland.
Chess pieces continue to move across the board.
Yeah.
We'll start seeing substitutions here in the next 5-6 minutes. Now in the air by Wharton.
for Las Vegas. If Villarreal would drop in, and then Celaya will move up higher in attack, and then sometimes they flip-flop as well.
They're not going to have to wait. So another newcomer, along with Zelaya, Cristian Martinez, who is on loan from the Chicago Fire. Panamanian international, has 7 caps with the Caballeros. 27 appearances and a goal with Columbus for 3 seasons. So more quality coming in. He's actually going to spell Zelaya, so this will be interesting. Let's see what Eric Winalda has in store.
Vito Zelaya, once he gets a little more experience, a little more cohesion and understanding with his teammates, he's going to be a big-time goal scorer for Las Vegas.
Martinez, 22 years old, so this is his Lights debut in the 26 shirt. Has some energy. Let's see if he has a like-for-like switch at the top of the formation. Levine play the long ball. Chasing it is Preston and able to get to it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what a move. Wrong foot Smith sends it across. And I go in favor of Portland Timbers too. Now 2 weeks from tonight, the $10,000 helicopter cash drop returns, brought to you by the Plaza Hotel and Casino. Text HELI, H-E-L-I, to 702-728-4625. Right now, you could win a coveted spot on the field. You grab for cash. I'm not talking about the mascot.
Talking about those Benjamins.
Last year, $5 grand. Plaza has upped the ante. Double your pleasure, if you will.
Yeah.
Just like there were strategies, I think, for the water balloons. There are strategies, I think, when you've got blowing cash across the field. The downdraft of the chopper. What do? Tuck your shirt in and just pick up stuff? Because if you're going to hold it in your hands, you're going to drop more, maybe?
Right. Or
if there's like an expert, somebody you can interview that's done this before.
Oh, I'm sure there's a YouTube video that shows you how to do it.
Yeah, here's how you are successful in a cash grab.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube has everything.
It does. You want to put up a shelf in your bedroom?
Absolutely.
Want to change a water pump in your car?
Want to learn how to make chewing gum?
Really?
Probably.
That is everything. Aspria chips it into the area. Torres got ahead to it. Oh, Aspria out jumping everybody.
He's got some hops.
Some mad skips. Cleared by Torres. And now Parra trying to launch it out of trouble. Dispay, the native Cuban. Spent time with Santos Laguna on his 2nd season with Timbers 2. 6'4" center back in the USL Championship. Portland set to make its first change of the allotted 3. Checking in is Max Ornstill, a defender. And he will spell Kiner, so this could be a change at right back. Ornstill, 6-footer out of Oakland. Santa Clara University product, had 5 goals in 74 appearances. His college career now makes his 14th appearance of the season. So that's where he's going to go. Going up in the left back spot, trying to combine with Aspria is Langsdorff. Much of a shout in this one. Sarakowski offed it away, but right at the keeper, TKO.
A good patient build up there by Portland. Switching from left to right, seeing that space open up, and then making that delivery, and then TKO to clean it up. Orange still got that start last week in the loss against Oklahoma City. Bringing some fresh legs. You figure now with Orange still has the fresh legs, they're going to go on to his side to try and push up and provide that width down that right side.
He's playing at the right back where Kiner was. A little bit more experience. Kiner just 16 years old. I'm still 25. A few more games in those boots. His pay. All the time in the world is the line of confrontation moving back for Las Vegas. Still leading 1-0.
Martinez and Villarreal now trying to put some press face up on the center backs.
Looks like Santi next to come in. Maybe in for Villarreal. Let's see. Chavarria, another Colombian on the field momentarily. 1 goal lead, never safe.
Yes. Vegas, they need a couple goals here. They need to, you don't want to sit back defensively. Want to get another goal here and put it away, especially with their defensive record here in Cashman Field is excellent. Giving up less than a goal per game. You keep the 0, that'll drop that average even lower.
We did get confirmation that Chavarria will spell Villarreal, our goal scorer, who scored just before halftime in the first half to give us our 1-0 score line. Santiago Echeverria, his 9th appearance of the season. Villarreal, his first goal of the season. Go with the 2 assists. There's a look back. A good team goal.
Yes.
Get it back into frame.
Absolutely. Preston with the great service to Parra, and Parra heading it down. Completely freezing Ivičić in goal, and then easy finish for Villarreal. Deserved it. But not only does he get the goal, but he also was the one tracking back in the midfield a little bit deeper to hold the possession and win the ball back for Las Vegas. Hard shift, well worked, 60+ minutes for Jose Villarreal.
Parra had the assist on that.
Yep.
His team leading 5th. So he's still trying to get that double-double that he had in 2017, where he had 11 goals and 10 assists split between Orange County and Sounders 2. And he'll tell anybody that will listen that he did that. That was before his stint at Cal FC. Still plenty of games to get him if you keep your passes up that way.
Oh, yeah, they have the, I think once Celaya, especially when Fito Celaya starts to have a better understanding with his teammates, he is a lethal finisher. And I think those assist numbers will go up even more for Parra. So I see the double-double this season for him, goals and assists. He's already got the goals, just not to get the assists.
10 more games left in this 2019 season following tonight. Plenty of time to make a run. Off challenge, free kick coming Portland's way. Las Vegas will again on the road to Tulsa. Back-to-back Wednesday matches at Tulsa and then at Real Monarchs. Then they got the 3-game homestand, El Paso, Phoenix, and Fresno. That Phoenix match going to be Wednesday night soccer on the national TV.
That 3-game homestand, they got to pick up 9 points in the homestand. They have to.
Even against Phoenix, huh?
Even against Phoenix, yeah. And I know Phoenix is burning it up right now, and they're the hottest team in the league. But, you know, why not? Hey, a better way to end that winning streak if they continue to win leading up to that game.
There's one thing you're not going to have a home heat advantage. That is one team you will not have it against, Phoenix.
Yeah, they're used to the heat. Yes, that's for sure.
But it's a dry heat. Sent all the way to the back stick, and Tommy climbed the ladder. He's got it. 66 minutes, still 1-0. Would like to have a insurance goal at the minimum here.
Absolutely.
Put out by Smith. Las Vegas looking to ask the right questions. 2020 season tickets already on sale with the lowest average price in Lights history. Plus, you get a free jersey. Reserved seats will be assigned on a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure you sign up today. LightsFC.com, the place you can get more information. 2020 already.
I know, right? Jeez.
Just remember the Y2K in the millennium.
Yeah. I still remember when I finished high school. I'm like, jeez, a grown man with gray hair now. This is ridiculous. At least you got the ozone layer back.
Yeah. Way to be positive.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now we got light soccer. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Long switch of play.
Especially they're winning, too. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. And Portland definitely have not been as aggressive or as dangerous in attack in the second half. And that's a credit to Las Vegas. Robinson, Torres, Garcia Lopez, and Torres, that back line, have been a little more disciplined. They haven't pushed up as much in attack, getting those numbers back, and that certainly has helped the defense of Las Vegas, but the midfield has shut them down as well.
Preston will track back.
And that's another defensive play there. Preston tracking back, dispossessing Asprilla of the ball.
The pressure getting to him. Rodriguez off the bench. Portland going to make another sub now. So Gio Calixto, the 19-year-old forward phenom, will come in now for Cristian Ojeda. Now you got two forwards at the top of that formation, Langsdorff and Calixto, that you got to account for, combining for 9 goals this season.
See if he slots into that position right under Langsdorff that Ojeda was playing. If not, then it's going to be them two up top, and then you see who's going to be that creator in the middle.
You know, we've talked about Dairon Asprilla's team leading 7 goals this season. The amazing thing about those 7 goals, he's done it in 7 games.
Wow.
This is his 8th match.
Wow.
So 1 goal a game. There are strikers around the world, they're at the elite level, that don't have a strike rate like that.
Absolutely, yeah. And he almost had a couple, well, he had some excellent chances in this game as well. See the class there that Dairon Asprilla has.
2 of the 7. One of them of a Golasso variety early in the season in March in that game at Merlot Field. A stinger.
If he continues to score at that rate, then Portland is probably assured a playoff spot too. So they have a lot riding on his goal-scoring form and his ability.
There's always this dynamic with the MLS affiliated teams. Are they there to develop for the first team? Are they there to win games?
Yeah.
Since every team's kind of different philosophy on that, and it also depends where they're at in the season. And winning is something to develop, that winning edge and mentality.
Absolutely, yep. You win at this, if you have someone that comes through your academy, through your system that's used to winning, you figure it's going to translate into the MLS team. So that's very important. Uh-oh, this is going to be good.
Here comes the big moment we've been waiting for. Coming off the bench, Brian De La Fuente at the next dead ball. Make his return. We're hearing it will be for Irvin Parra. Should be quite the ovation. And here comes the substitution. Let's listen in. Appropriate response.
Yep.
6 months from an ACL injury, and the captain's armband will transfer from Parra to Brian De La Fuente. No California native making his season debut. It's been a long time coming. Welcome back, Brian.
I think Parra had a little bit of a smile on his face when he saw that he was given that armband to De La Fuente. It's a good sign here. Maybe he'll spark the team here to get a second goal and secure the 3 points.
Such key player. He was the first player that Eric Winalda signed. First person he reached out to when he took the job in Las Vegas. Former Cal United FC man. Had a cup of coffee with Chivas USA and MLS. Just had the quality. Let's get a Spria looking for the bicycle kick. For the second time this season. It's knocked to the deck. Clean challenge. Coming away is Las Vegas. Lifting it long. The chase is on for Echevarria. He was offside.
Well, there was an opportunity there on that counterattack. Echevarria or Martinez plays along for Echevarria, but it looked like he had, I think he had De La Fuente kind of just underneath him there, much closer to him. He plays that short ball to De La Fuente. That might attract the defenders, and then he could get it to Echevarria, but tough break there on that counter. But that might be the way Vegas gets a second goal on the counter, but now that Portland is pushing numbers forward to get an equalizer.
That space left in behind. Levine with the big swing of the leg sends it all the way to the other end. Preston pushes on. It's Martinez whistle for the foul. So with the entrance to the game by Brian De La Fuente, there are 4 Lights players that made their home debuts tonight. Vinny Vermeer, Christian Martinez, and Rodolfo Fito Zelaya. So a night of debuts. Dangerous ball, took a deflection off the post, and they got to clear it. And the prayer was answered.
Wow.
Oh, coming away with it to the horse collar attempt, Williamson.
Run down the left side there.
A bit bellicose, laying it square. Swinging off the post again. Oh, the coats of paint on that post saving Las Vegas here in the last minute.
This is Eric Winalda's upset at the defending here because of the space that they are giving up.
2 times off the woodwork.
Oh.
Portland Timbers too asking a lot of questions of this Lights defense with 15 minutes to go. Here's a look.
And Nathan Smith got on the end of the service there.
So you had crossbar and then post.
Yeah, Calixto with the opportunity, and then look at the space here that Sarakowski has. And we know he can score from outside the penalty area like that, and he just missed it. Vegas.
There's the paint.
Yeah.
Did its job.
Home paint advantage. But for Vegas, they cannot allow that space to open up. With Smith down that left side, he had all kinds of room to send in that cross, and the ball played long to Smith as well. So they didn't close it down on the service to get that ball into the penalty area.
We enter the final quarter hour, 76th minute. Portland continuing to push for the equalizer. Williamson's been a handful. A little back heel into Smith. Scissors. Watch out behind Martinez. To the top of the area. Sent through. Guiano. Osprilla. Let it fly! And that one pushed clear.
Between Sarakowski and Asprilla, they have 2 players that from outside the penalty area can absolutely launch them. Asprilla does well to aggressively win the ball back. This one is blasted. very aggressive to win the ball back.
He's wide of the target, thankfully. TKO having some words. So we'll have the hydration break and then take a look back at last year. $5 grand going on the field. We talked about the downdraft. It was pandemonium. See if we can get some tips. Dropping it like it's hot.
Yeah.
It was. And this will be repeated 2 weeks' time. What kind of permits you have to fly that over the stadium?
Really good helicopter pilot too.
See, what I don't get, that you've had a lot of fans chase the money to the outside, but it continued to fall in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's where all the action is. I'm thinking strategy here. I'll be there in 2 weeks.
Somebody's catching the elbow to get out the way of him so they get it 50.
Spinning around the USL Championship scoreboard, specifically in the Western Conference full-time. RGV beating El Paso. San Antonio 5-0.
Wow.
What happened to New Mexico, who were riding high the first half of this season? Oklahoma City Energy getting the big win at home against Austin Bold, as Orange County winning another against Real Monarchs. And in the 80th minute, the only other game going on, Fresno, the Foxes going up against the Switchbacks, who have found some life here late on.
I believe that's back-to-back 4-2 victories for Oklahoma City Energy. Huh? They beat P2, they beat Portland.
Yep, last week.
Wow. Yeah, they're on
8 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, they're on a goal-scoring fest right now. Oklahoma City Energy.
They did it on the road last week against Portland. So hydration break, and comes at a good time for Eric Winalda and Augie Rodriguez. Maybe change the shape here, because they were leaking a lot of chances in the last 5 minutes.
They have to find a way. I think sometimes if you're struggling defensively, the best way to overcome that is to hold on to some possession here, hold on to the ball, get into your attacking half, move the ball around, and then create a goal-scoring opportunity. Las Vegas in the second half, they've had a hard time stringing together 5 or 6 passes and maintaining possession. That's been the big problem for them in the second half. If they can just do that for the next 10, 12 minutes, they could secure the 3 points or they sealed this game.
Certainly absorbing some pressure.
Yeah.
As Timbers 2 pushing for the road result here. The moments in the first half, and now coming to life as this game draws toward its thrilling end.
This is
a word from Steve Pastorino. 7,686 the official attendance tonight at Cashman. 7,686 to witness this epic struggle between Las Vegas and Portland.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the balloon fight. That was that.
Oh, no. That
Okay.
might have been that too.
Yeah.
I would say at least 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, good portion of those 7,686 are wet. Although in this dry heat,
they
might have dried out by now, especially if you're wearing the dry fit gear.
Yeah.
So popular. The Vegas with a chance here on a set piece. Parra over the ball.
It looked like Torres wanted that played quickly. Number 23 for Vegas. He was in a spot. He was asking for it quickly, and they didn't get delivered to him.
Into the back stick. Headed down by Torres. And with some urgency here is Ivicic.
Another free, good header.
10 minutes to go. Chasing it all the way to that byline and coming out.
I thought he went out. Okay, yeah.
And it did.
Is it a corner? It's a corner.
Oh, so it went out off of Las Vegas. So
I thought it was a goal kick in favor of Las Vegas
I
here.
thought too.
Yeah.
That'll be the 7th corner kick. And somebody fined 27.
Yes, Aspiria, they have
Mark
to
him.
Absolutely. Every time he's elevated, he's been able to get contact on the ball.
So Had the option short, instead goes in. Boy, that had danger written all over it. It was Aspria.
Aspria again.
Staying with him was Robinson. Comes up a little ginger on that one. We'll redo it.
It looks like they have Robinson man marking Aspria.
Same spot. So Maria need to put a little pressure on. Martinez. The announcement here about the attendance. Special thanks to the fans. You gotta pay these people off.
Yes.
That's what Eric is saying in that coach's box. Big payday is 3 points. It's going to be a helter-skelter lasting minutes.
Yeah. Portland is pushing forward here, trying to break down.
To the cross, falls all the way through to Williamson. Tees it up to his left foot. And doing the due diligence is KGL. Out to Preston. And a hip check. Andrew, oh my goodness. And the yellow card for his efforts. Looks like a Brian Leach from the 94 Rangers. From Smith, Nathan Smith. That's a Vegas Golden Knights thing right there. I would scout him on that one.
Yeah. First of all, look at the touch right there by Preston. He has to make that contact or else Preston is right around him. And who knows what could happen there on the counter. Definitely a hip check there.
And you will feel that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Difference is that was Brian Leach, but there's no Mark Messier on Portland to.
Oh, Mike Richter.
Yeah.
You I show our age.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. We're still young, though. Still young.
It's a mentality, state of mind. 84th minute. Well, tonight in every home game, Station Casinos presents Lights Win, You Win. Just show your ticket at any Station Casino, Palms, or Wildfire this week. You'll receive a free Lights FC t-shirt open to all fans 21 and over, and boarding pass membership is required. Preston head to it now. Aspria getting away. Speed on speed, coming out to the rescue, Robinson. Cuckoo Kachu, he was there.
A great anticipation by Gabe Robinson here. Saw that Aspria had beaten a couple of his teammates. Anticipated and angled his run beautifully to clear it away. The more I watch Gabe Robinson in the center of the defense for Las Vegas, the more I'm impressed.
And 3 points vital because this team has to turn around and play Wednesday night at Tulsa. Tulsa, by the way, the only team to have beaten Las Vegas at home this season. So the revenge factor in full of force here on Wednesday night. But 3 points of possibility as they've been in a weird place, Tulsa, as of late.
Tulsa.
Aspria. Been a handful.
Tulsa near the bottom of the Western Conference.
Yeah, they were up near the top first couple months of the season.
Definitely falling off some hard times for Tulsa.
Santi into the area. He had a push in the back. Restarted quickly, under 5 to go in regulation. Timbers 2 showing the quality. They're on the road tonight, have not backed down. They have one victory this season against Las Vegas.
Now Vegas is starting to show the defensive mentality here. They're getting the numbers back behind the ball. They're going to try to limit the spaces that Portland have in order to get forward, get into the penalty area. Asprilla has shown the ability to break down the Las Vegas defense by himself, but hasn't had much support in terms of that final touch, that final connection to get the equalizer for Portland. This would be a great chance here for Las Vegas. Maintain the possession and kill this game off with the ball in their attacking half. Pick up the 3 points.
Preston is in some discomfort.
I think about 2 minutes earlier, he either got elbowed or kneed in the stomach, in the solar plexus, and he didn't go to the ground, but he was hunched over a little bit. Managed to walk it off a little bit, but then down to the turf again. That's the basis of why he's on the ground now.
Fans having a fiesta tonight.
Good times. This is Saturday night in Vegas. Yeah, have some fun. Yeah. Just waiting for Mo Green to pop out and say chips on the house for everyone. Yeah.
Incorrectly said that Tulsa beat Las Vegas. It was a 0-0 result. They were one of the teams that were able to get out with at least a point. Preston off the mat.
Looks like he's pointing to his hip. The side there. Those can be painful. Those kids in their little pools on the side, their fingers and toes have to be all wrinkled up right now, right? I mean, they've been in there for like 90 minutes.
Yep.
Even during the water balloon fight.
Raisins.
Yeah.
Tulsa, by the way, a 16-game bender. Ooh. They have not won since April 24th against Colorado Springs.
Ooh.
So when I say weird, I just mean wary.
Yeah.
It's been a long season in Oklahoma.
They need some kind of miracle to get into the playoffs.
Yes.
They're going to need a miracle to get into the playoffs.
Miracles in their cards.
Yeah.
All the more important, though. You're still looking for your second road victory of the season, but Lights FC will have to do it on short rest.
The good thing is they had a drought for about 190 minutes where they hadn't scored a goal coming into this match. Then Villarreal breaks that drought in the first half, so they're able to get the goal. I'm sure that Eric Winaldo would have liked to see 3 or 4 more goals. I think we all would have liked to see 3 or 4 goals from Las Vegas, but sometimes in this great game of soccer, you just have to get the goals where you can and grind out the victories. And if the scoreline holds up, that's exactly the case. They grounded out this victory, especially in the second half, without much going forward in attack. Fent off a game Portland team, but in the end, if the scoreline holds up, they just had to grind out the victory, and that's what they were able to do.
We had 5 minutes of stoppage at the end of the first half. We're going to have 6 to see out here for a victory. Oh, and they're going to be agonizingly slow. You know it.
Yep.
Think about who man of the match is, but you still got to see what the result's going to be.
Yeah.
Tommy Olsen had 5 saves in the first half. He's been out-saved by his woodwork here in this half. Crossbar in the post with 2.
I would have to say, I mean, TKO is the #1 candidate right now, especially what he did in the first half. And no one on the outfield players really stood out. I did like what Gabe Robinson and Torres did, the 2 center backs, but
into the 18. The first minute of a minimum of 6. Lights FC looking to Win for the first time since July 27th against RGV on this field. Turn inside the 18. And the big man Wharton was on the ball. And he's fouled and draws a free kick in a really dangerous spot on the field.
On Calixto, he was in the penalty area and he decided to pass it. All he needed to do was turn and take a shot. Vegas, that marking in the penalty area was very loose, very lazy. They're lucky Calixto didn't turn and take a shot. He had time and space to do so.
Still smoke in the arsenal.
Yep.
Fuerza providing the soundtrack to soccer in Las Vegas. Chipped into the area. Takes one header. Again, attempt at a bicycle. Goes awry. And drawing a foul. Pay.
Went for the athletic.
Yeah, that's a center back right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Goal of the week material. Should he pull it off?
Exactly. Would have been better served just trying to go with his head there than go for the fancy.
Olsen sends it into the night sky. Almost halfway through stoppage time. Bicycle clearance attempt. Hey, anything you can do, I can do better.
They're saying, hey, put a little bit of life toward the end of this game here.
Bench for Timbers 2. A happy place at the moment.
Ball was just desperation by Portland.
Lights FC less than 3 minutes away from their 8th win of the season. Hold up by Martinez, the newcomer. Just possess and take things into the corner. That's not going to get it done. Now, following every home game, Clark County Credit Union presents the MVP of the game on behalf of the credit union's 40,000 plus members. I think our vote goes to Tommy K. Olson.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see whether they reach the same conclusion on the field. Thank you, Clark County Credit Union. Ooh, a joust won by Olson again. It's the most dangerous man on the field, Dairon Esprilla.
For Olson, being aggressive in the penalty box is a good thing, because usually if there's any contact, the whistle will go in favor of the goalkeeper. So it's a win-win situation. He gets the ball. If he doesn't get the ball, he's fouled. He gets the possession back from Vegas.
Bishop Gorman grad trying to pitch his 9th shutout of the season. And there's a way to waste a little time as well. You don't want to be receiving cards because that's burning more clock. Langsdorff goes to the book for the 5th time. He's going to miss the next match because of that.
He went on it. He just threw a temper tantrum. He just threw a fit.
He will miss next week's match at Reno 1868. No, we want you guys to beat Reno.
Oh, he's going to get red. Yeah, he's just mouthing off. Ridiculous to the referee. Disrespectful. That's the second yellow.
Yeah, Langsdorff had just his first there. The first yellow card was issued to Eric Bird. Got it in the 38th. So
yeah,
case of mistaken identity by Rosendo Mendoza. Not sent off. Still, if you're Portland, you've lost a lot of time in that exchange.
Absolutely. Langsdorff.
Certainly a yellow-worthy foul.
Absolutely.
10 seconds to go. I'm sure the referee will tack a little bit more on after that. Sense of urgency here for Portland. Goodness gracious, now Aspria being safe about it. Will be Vermeer.
Oh, some sumo wrestling down the sideline there.
No. Greco-Roman style. No harm, no foul. We've played the 6 minimum. And cleared. Maybe one last chance down the field here for the Timbers too. Win the ball, then it's over. If you're Las Vegas, trying to see out a 1-0 victory. Turned and won and cleared. Full time. Viva Las Vegas. This one goes to Lights FC. Win number 8 on the season. They get the shutout over Portland Timbers 2-1-0.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest victory for Vegas, but you don't get style points in the standings. They get the 3 points. Villarreal's goal right before the end of the first half, the difference. Olsen had some big-time saves to preserve the clean sheet, preserve the shutout. They deserved the victory, and as I mentioned, it wasn't the prettiest, but they got it done. They found a way to grind out the victories. That's what good playoff teams do. Thomas
Olsen was clean tonight, his 8th shutout of the season. We'll wrap it up right after this on ESPN Plus and MyLV TV.
At ABC Hyundai, the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance Event is on now. Get epic savings like over $5 grand in savings when you lease the impressive new 2019 Tucson SE for just $179 a month for 36 months. ABC Hyundai, #1 in Nevada for a reason.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great. So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Super good.
Jarritos.
Super good.
Que bueno son.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands and elbow grease. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado. Now during Chevy Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado.
See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, I'm Brian Salmon.
And I'm Amber Dixon. Enjoy tonight's game and be sure to watch News 3 live at 11 tonight.
Yep, we'll have highlights and you never know, you might end up on TV too.
The place for all the lights action is with News 3 Sports.
And good luck to the Las Vegas Lights.
Back at Cashman Field, Lights get the victory tonight. That man had the game-winning goal at the end of the first half. Jose Villarreal, his first of the season. Jeff Radcliffe, George D. Metellus to put a bow tie on this one on a winning night in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas, they wanted to be a little more entertaining, a little more aggressive in attack, but they still managed to grind out the victory. This is an excellent goal, though. The service in by Preston is fantastic. Far post to Irving Parra, heads it down perfectly, and Villarreal beating everyone else to the ball. It's a well-worked goal and good run for Villarreal in the midfield to just tap it home. And it was 1-0 at halftime. Portland had their chances, but Olsen coming up big, but off the post here, off the boot of Robinson, the deflection, as Nathan Smith got in behind that defense. And if Robinson doesn't make that deflection, that might be going in, as Calixto had an opportunity. Crossbar saving Vegas, and then this chance here by Ryan Sierakowski, I should say, off the post. Sometimes to win these games at home, you need a little bit of luck. To get to the playoffs, you need a little bit of luck, especially at home. And they got that luck. So Well done by Vegas. They grinded out a big 3 points.
Updated look at your Western Conference standings in the USL Championship. Lights move up one spot, but more importantly, George, they go up to 30 points, and now just 3 points out of a playoff spot with a bunch of home games coming up after this next 2-game road swing.
Yeah, this could be a situation that Vegas take advantage of those home games, that stretch of home games, and move into the top 8. So this was a good win for Las Vegas, and we mentioned it in the preview, Jeff. This is the start, the game that they needed to start that playoff push, and they started it off the right way with 3 points. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the prettiest, but they still managed to get it done. And then sometimes in this league, you just need to get the victories. Yeah.
Cash taking one for the team tonight. Going to set that record on the water balloon fight of the century. Las Vegas in the end gets the win on the field, 1-0. 8th win of the season. For George DiMattelis, my partner, Sharni Yerke, and our entire Vista World Link and ESPN Plus crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Cashman Field. Lights get the win, 1-0 over Portland. Have a great night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.